Hey everyone, we're back celebrating our high scores at 814 Lanes in Games Johnstown for the week of December 11th through the 17th. Joining me again is Armani. My name is Chris. We're going to go ahead and go through the leagues and do some shout outs for some top bowling scores. We'll start off with the Sunday Night Mutts League. And I want to shout out Janet Chippy with her 188 scratch game and 452 series. And Karen with a 161 game and 434 series. On the men's side, Chad Miller had the top game with a 203, followed by Victor with a 202. And the top series was Fred Willison with a 564.
And for the Monday morning leagues, the Ally Cats, Debbie Highlands bought a 174 game with a 422 series, and Pam McCall bought a 161 game with a 421 series.
Monday night in the Portageria 10-pin league, Luke Myers led everybody with a 244 game on his way to a 575 series, and Red had a nice 230 game.
Monday night league Penelec, Scott Strunsky bought a 235 game with a 588 series. Charlie Kulik bought a 214 game with a 568 series. And Joel Virtual bought a 198 game with a 559 series.
In the last Monday night league, the Business Spin League, a lot of top scores there. Bob Brown with a 237 game. Tim Underwood bowled a 245 game. And Brian Recco with a 258 single game. In the series, Brian had a 635 game. Larry Parks with a consistent 636 series. And Sean Wonderling again led everybody with a 650 scratch series.
For our Tuesday morning league, the Dogwood Hits, Judy Hafer bought a 159 game and a 448 series. Mary Jo Hawkinsmith was right behind Judy with a 158 game, and then right behind Mary was Lynn Delick with a 157 game. That was a nail biter. Good job to all three.
In the other Tuesday morning league, the Toppers League, we also had some close scores. Bonnie Turner with a 176 game, Deborah B with a 178 game. And they were led by Patricia Barrett with a 208 game, and Patricia had the highest series, finishing with a 513.
For the Tuesday night 10 pins, for the men's side, Tom Tanaka and Courtney Marley both had a 257 game, and David C. was right behind them with a 256 game. And then for the women's side, Shirley Haney bought a 223 game with a 514 series.
Excellent. In the Thursday night mixed league that bowls on Tuesday night, we had Brian Burkhart with a 207, Dave Harrison with a 214 game, and Bruce Thomas led everybody with a 224 scratch game and a 592 scratch series, and Ashley Burkhart with a 185 game and a 476 series.
For the domestic engineers Wednesday morning league, Shirley Dickerit bought a 189 game with a 488 series. Good job, Shirley.
In the Shamrocks League Wednesday night, Ken Brister with a 213 game and a 544 series. And Monica Kohler with a real nice 161 game. Gabby Riffle had the high series with a 415.
Wednesday nighters mixed. On the men's side, Mark Brown bought a 212 game with a 544 series. And on the women's side, Terry G bought a 221 game with a 643 series.
There were definitely some hot lanes Wednesday night in the High Priority League. Some real nice games. We had Alan Ashby with a 257 game. Damian Bartis with a 258 game. Alan finished with a 682 series. And then Bill Lynette Jr. had a 667 consistent series. They were triumphed by Mike Finnegan, who rolled the first 11 for a 298 game. And Mike finished with a real nice 719 series. Great bowling, Mike.
And for the Thursday night league teachers, it was led by Chris Hogue, 225 game with a 623 series. And Jerry Thomas had a 211 game with a 576 series. Good job, Jerry. Good job, Chris.
Thank you. Again, some hot bowling on the Sportsman's League on Thursday night. Craig with a 247 game. And then he led everybody with a 679 series. Gary Bigham with a 256 game, 676 series. And Drayson Griffiths with the high 277 scratch game. And on his way to his 673 series.
Friday night sandbaggers on the men's side. Paul Hoffer had a 224 game with a 642 series. And for the women's side, Heather R. had a 153 game with a 395 series.
Continuing our theme of top scores, the Friday night men's. Mike Hammers with a 245 game on his way to a 667 series. Jeff Burns with a 268 game. Finished up with a 742 series. But Barrett Wagner through the first 9 for a 288 game. I think that was the first 10 for 288 game. And Barrett finished with the top score of the entire week. He had a 784 scratch series. Excellent job.
Friday night middle of the road league. On the men's side, Luke K had a nice 258 game with a 713 series. Rob Pollock with a 233 game with a 624 series. And on the women's side, Rhonda Krentz had a 186 game with a 492 series. Ginger Pollock had a 180 game. And Audrey Ventrova had a 178 game.
Moving on to our youth league top scores last week. Jocelyn with a 114, Olivia a 122, and Sophie matched that with a 122. Lucas Hammers with a 207, 564 series, and Zach Rowe with a 223, 578 in our youth home Saturday league. We also hosted the travel teams from around the area on Sunday, and Zach led all bowlers with a 288 game in that one. Real nice bowling all week, lots of 700s. Love to see that. A reminder: Christmas Eve, we will be open 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be closed Christmas Day, and then next week between Christmas and New Year's, we are taking a week off for the night league bowlers. Lots of family vacations and people coming into town. So no leagues that week at night. We'll see you in the new year. Good luck and high scores.